Hi, my name is Jason Feldner. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you a couple ways that I use the Minn Kota Talon to help me catch more fish. As you can see right here, I'm fishing a wind-blown shoreline right here. The nice thing about a Talon, what I do when I'm fishing, if I hook up on a fish, all I got to do is grab this remote and hit the down button. That anchor is going to go down all the way up to 8.5 feet. And what it's going to do is lock the back of the boat, and the front of my boat's going to swing in with the wind, which is going to allow me to sit here and fan cast and try to stay on these walleyes. Now, the nice thing about it is when you're doing the wind-blown shoreline, if you're going with the wind, instead of hitting your trolling motor and circling all the way back around and spooking those fish, if you notice how I'm just starting to swing, I just put that Minn Kota Talon down. All it's going to do is make me swing here, and I can sit here and fan cast and work the area over. A lot of times, I'll even have slip bobbers rigged here. If I get a few follows, I'll take the slip bobbers, throw them out. Pull up the bow mount, that way there's nothing in my way. I don't have the motor, anything for any of these fish to get tangled in if you're fishing, especially bigger fish. We've got a couple options for deploying your Talon. You can wear the remote around your neck. We also have a foot one that mounts right here. Tap that twice, one to activate it, second time deploys it, so it's hands-free. So if you're fishing in your really rough conditions, you can use your foot pedal to deploy it. This one will operate up to 2 units, and it's all programmable to any Talon. And I also have one mounted right here that clips out, so you can have these things stationed anywhere in the boat so they're accessible anytime. Okay, here's another great way to use that Talon, another application. What I'm going to do, we got the wind blowing straight in. I'm going to tie, as soon as I get close to this tree, I'm going to hit the down button on my remote, like right about now. As it's going down, I'm going to grab this tree, come around it. Boom, I just felt the back lock in. Perfect. Now, what this is going to allow me to do, as you can see, is the wind's blowing in this way. So instead of tying off on the bow of the boat or throwing it out an anchor, your fishability is only off the back of the boat. So you're only going to be fishing a small chunk, unless you fan cast, let them drift down, of course. But this way, now we have the whole 20-foot boat to line all our bobbers out. We're covering so much more area for fishability. Here's a couple other deals with the Minn Kota Talon. You have a rough water mode right here. That's this button. When you press that button, if you're in really, really rough conditions, and believe me, this thing will hold you in 2.5, 3-foot waves, no problem. When you have this activated, that actually, once that Talon gets to the bottom, it'll actually drive it 3 more times down into the mud, sand, gravel, whatever you're fishing to secure your hold. This is your meter depth right here for how deep of water it's down. Obviously, the more lights are lit up, the deeper you are. Show you another unique deal here. It's got a tilt on it, so if you go under bridges or any low spots or canopies, you just push your foot on it, drop it down. Perfect. And then you see we also have a wash port, so when you get done after each use, wash it in case there's any mud or anything stuck up in the Talon.